a little bit of housekeeping before we get underway. Make sure, please, that you keep yourself on mute. We are recording this session and we will make this available on our website in the future for people that are unable to attend today. If you want to view the full screen of the person who's talking, and just in case any of you don't know that you can do that, you don't need to look at the grid of everybody, but if up on the upper right hand corner under the word view, you can select the speaker view, and that will give you the ability to just look at the person in the presentation as Lenzing are going through their presentation. And then we're going to have time for questions and answers at the end. So if anyone has questions that come up as we go, please throw them into the chat so that we can, so that you don't forget what they are and we can address them at the end. And I will work to facilitate the questions at the end of the information session. If there are questions that we don't get to or that don't get answered, the Lenzing team are really happy to continue communicating with people via email and also setting up separate sessions as and when might be needed. So I would like to introduce you to, we have 4 people from Lenzing on the call today. We have 2 representatives from the business development team, and we have 2 from the marketing and branding team, who I believe are all based in Indonesia, in Jakarta, which is the regional office that services our region. So we have Nudi and Ajing from the business development team, and we have Tanya and Clara from the marketing and branding team. We are really thrilled as Mindful Fashion to be collaborating with Lenzing and being able to connect you, all of our members, with them because they are a company that really shares our values and our vision for a circular future for fashion as well. So they're fully supportive of our work here, and we'll present to you now a bit more information about them. So Ajing, I will hand over to you to introduce yourself and your team and go through your presentation, and then I'll come back at the end when we do the Q&A. That should be in maybe about 35 to 40 minutes.
Thank you, Jacinta. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, on behalf of Lenzing team, I would like to say thank you for joining the session to listen more about Lenzing, about what our core, about what we do here in producing the most sustainable fiber in the world, and what type of the fiber that we've been producing, and what innovation that we've been launched recently. It is such a great opportunity. We can explore more the opportunity with Jacinta's help, especially when we also feel that sometimes during the pandemic, we will a bit have a challenge to talk to different regions outside. So hopefully by having this first session, it can bring us to further discussion about exploring a different opportunity in the fashion industry. Here from Lenzing, we have 4 people, including me. I'm Ajeng Mahanani. I'm Business Development Manager for Textile for Southeast Asia and Oceania region. I've been with Lenzing for 2 years now. For 2 years now. Before with Lenzing, I have worked at H&M as a product development and a couple of years with garment and textile manufacturing. Here we have colleagues from a business development and marketing and branding. I will let them to give you a short introduction, very quick, about themselves, so you can have a little bit, you will know them more, and then you know how to reach them in case you have a different topics to discuss further after the session. Please, Moody, I will hand over to you now to introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Ajeng. Thank you, Jacinta, for the time. Nice to meet you all. First of all, my name is Ngudi, the same like Ajeng. I'm taking care as a business development textile manager in Lenzing. Our coverage is for Southeast Asia and Oceania region. So New Zealand, Australia also within our coverage. Our purpose in our daily activities is to help the brands and also the supply chains to create any kind of articles, fabric, shoes, anything which is made of Lenzing fibers. I've been in Lenzing around 10 years, and before in Lenzing, I have some experience with textile manufacturer. So looking forward to working with you Any kind of questions, we'll be happy to support you. Thank you.
Yes, I think we can continue to Tanya and Clara, please.
Yes. Hi, thank you, Majang. Hi, everyone. My name is Tanya, and I'm working for Lenzing 3 years now as a marketing and branding for Lenzing Southeast Asia and Oceania. And I'm really happy to have this call with you guys. I hope you can hear me well because maybe I have like a bit connection problem. Thank you. Over to you, Clara.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Clara. I'm from marketing and branding in Southeast Asia and Oceania. So I'm helping Tania in terms of marketing and branding, especially for e-branding service in Lenzing. Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
So that will be all the introduction from Lenzing team. I will share again one slide, especially to share about the team, the email, and the role for your further context. So Jacinta, maybe we can start with the presentation. What do you think?
Sorry, what was that?
I think we can start with the introduction and the presentation from Lenzing, right?
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. So I'm sharing my screen. You can see my whole screen now. Can you see the presentation? Just would like to reconfirm.
Yes, that's great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So welcome to the presentation about Lenzing fiber. Today we will be talking more about the fiber that we produce, the Lenzing group as a whole company, and also marketing and branding. This is the agenda. So we will be divided into two sessions. First, we will be sharing with you about Lenzing fibers, and the second session we will be talking about marketing and branding. It will be presented by Tanya and Clara. So before we share about Lenzing as the whole company, let's talk more about the fibers that are available in the market. We have a different fiber available based on the source, based on how they produce. In this slide, you can see that we have a synthetic polymers such as a polyester, polyamide, or nylon, PP, elastan, and we have also a fiber from natural polymer. It is divided into protein-based and cellulose-based. And of course, we also have organic substances as a ceramic, glass, cardboard. And if you follow the green arrow, you can find that there are fibers categorized as a wood-based cellulose fiber, which is a viscose, modal, lyocell, cupro, and others. And if you see the box here, in the box inside, we have three types of fiber categorized as the wood-based cellulosic fiber, which is the viscose, modal, and lyocell. These three fibers are the ones that we produce here at Lenzing. How about the fiber consumption globally in 2020? We see that the majority of the fiber is still synthetic ones. It is around 64% out of 98 million tons of the fiber consumed. And you can see that the cotton is the second one with 23.2%. And here we have wood-based cellulosic fibers in the third place, which means that we still have a chance opportunity to increase even more the fiber consumption for this type of the fibers. And Lenzing is a part of this 6.7%. So who is Lenzing? Lenzing is a fiber producer with a headquarters based in Austria. In Lenzing, Lenzing is a small city. So the company Lenzing company is taken from the small city located in Austria. And we've been there for more than 80 years producing the botanic fibers from wood. And we continue to also develop and innovate our technology in producing the most sustainable fiber. So this is our journey for more than 80 years. We started in the first production during World War in 1938. It is a small village or city called Lenzing in Austria. So this is the first production established for viscose production. Also, we continue to introduce the first time. Lenzing is the first manufacturer for a modal fiber during 1965. Then we also have a plant production that started in 1983 in Indonesia, in Purwakarta. It is around 1.5 hours from Jakarta. So this site is producing a viscose-based fibers. And then we continue to expand our production to Helican Crest in Austria, to China. We also have a jumbo line for lyocell in Lenzing, and also continue with another innovation in 2017 and 2018 by creating or develop these three technology, Refibra, Ecovero, and Tensulux. And we also have the next largest expansion program in our corporate, which is for the next 3 years. This is the expansion that already ongoing. First is we just launched the carbon zero fiber type for lyocell and modal. This is our commitment to decarbonization issues coming from the textile industry. Then we have also modal indigo launch in end of last year, and we have also a new production site in Thailand for 100,000 ton of lyocell fiber. It will be commercialized in around December 2021. So we will be also continue on our production plan for pulp. This will be start by Q2 2022, and we also plan to produce Ecovero. This is the most sustainable viscose fiber in Purwakarta, and also adding more line production for modal fiber in Nanjing site in China. So we are not stopping there. We continue to expand our industry, our production to answer the demand, the market demand for sustainable fibers. So how about our production location and offices? This is the global overview about our production. We are spread across the globe. We have a production in Lenzing itself, in USA. We have also in UK for the lyocell. And we have in Helican Crest in Austria for the lyocell, and we have one pulp production in two pulp productions in Czech Republic and also in Lenzing, and another one, the third pulp production, which is in Brazil. And in Thailand, we have also new fiber production for lyocell. And here across the globe is the offices. We have a representative office in New York, in Shanghai, here in Jakarta, and in Seoul, Korea, in order for us to cater all the demand coming from different business partners across the globe. So how it looks like our factory. This is just a bird view how it looks like our factory in two sites in Austria and also in Purwakarta, Indonesia. You can see that both locations are surrounding by green area and also close to the reservoir. This is also to let the people see that our production is very eco-friendly production. We are not giving a bad environment impact during the productions. So we keep everything in accordance to the land law and also to the standards. When we talk about the raw material that we are using to produce the fibers, so we are only taking the wood from the certified forest, which is certified by FSC, Forest Stewardship Council, and also PAFC, Program for Endorsement for Forest Certification. We are not taking any wood from endangered forests, rainforests, and since we are having also production in Indonesia, some question always rise is like, are you taking the wood from Indonesian forests? We are not, because none of Indonesian forests been certified. So just to make sure again and again, we always share this to all business partners that Lenzing is only taking the wood from certified and renewable forestry. So this is the brand architecture for the fiber produced by Lenzing. We have a different fiber within our production. We have for the textile, fiber textile, we have a brand called Tencel. So Tencel is basically the brand name for two type of fiber, lyocell and modal. And we also have another textile a fiber brand, which is Lenzing Ecovero. And this is the new fiber launched in 2017, 2018. And for non-woven, Lenzing also produced a non-woven fiber. We have a VeoCell. This is a non-woven is such as a product for baby wipes, facial sheet mask, and for the cleaning. That is used the non-woven fiber for the raw material. And also we have the industrial Lenzing TM, which is used for different industry applications. So our fiber is the ingredient of the fabric or the garments that produce globally. And our fiber can be found and can be created into different segments of applications. Textile applications such as the denim, innerwear, functional and footwear, home textiles like a towel, bedsheet, bedding, duvet, and also ready to wear, like luxurious dresses, gowns, blouses. And we also can be found in the different applications for industrial, such as agriculture. This is for the net rope during the plantations, for the fruit, and also for the packaging. So this is very natural packaging. If you always see in different groceries for your fruit and also for your onions. And we also have a Lenzing protective, which is a Lenzing FR, fire retardant, and this is inherently inside the fiber is having the properties of FR. And we also have a workwear segment, which we develop for more than 10 years about how our fiber can support the comfort and the hygiene of the product to be used in the workwear segment. And we have also for engineering, and this is like the example of one the product which is for the filtration in the automotive. And also this is, we have a side product for a biorefinery. So let's start with the Lenzing fiber introduction. Now, we will be talking first about Tencel. I think everyone in the room know Tencel, maybe have heard about Tencel, or even have a product made of a Tencel branded fibers. So Tencel is a brand fiber produced by Lenzing. So within a Tencel branded fiber, we have two different fiber type. First is lyocell, and the second one is modal. These two fibers are produced from the wood chip, continue to the pulp production, and then after the pulp, it goes to different two production. One goes to the lyocell production, and the second one goes to the modal production. So they are different in the production side, and also the fiber properties will be different. So how the production of a lyocell? So lyocell, tensile lyocell fiber production is implemented the closed loop production process. So the first process is from the wood. We take the wood and then we take that wood goes to into the wood chip production to make into chips, small and already been reduced the water composition in the wood, and dry wood chips goes to the pulp production to be produced as a pulp. It is like a thick dry paper, and then we shredded the pulp into the small size, like shredded, like very tiny, and then that pulp goes to the closed loop production, lyocell fiber productions. In the closed loop production, here we only involving water and solvent organic to produce or to convert the pulp into the fiber. So, and why it is called as a closed loop? Because we are using again the waste from the previous production, the water and the solvent organic from the previous production to be used for the next one, and again and again and again. So we have high recovery of the production, more than 99.5%. So that's why this production called as a closed loop, and this is a very sustainable and eco-friendly production, and even been awarded by Euro Eco Label. So how's the feels, the performance, the look of the garment made of a tensile lyocell fibers? It will give you a properties and benefit of enhanced breathability, gentle on skin because this is a soft fiber, and tensile lyocell fibers is also a very strong, even stronger than cotton. So it will give you a good strength and have a good wrappiness, a color vibrancy. It is like more luster, more shiny, and also have a good thermal regulation. And if you have a garment product with have a good thermal regulation and enhanced breathability, it will give you an all-day comfort, and you will not feel because the moisture management is good, and then the fabric it will keep dry. And if it is keep dry, means that the bacteria will not grow, because bacteria always grow in the damp area, in the wet fabric. So the unique performance is unfavorable for bacterial growth if you're using this tensile lyocell fiber as your ingredient product for the fabric. And how about the modal? So modal we are producing with environmentally sound production process. It is start with the wood, goes into the pulp, the same as lyocell. And here we have the chemical reactions, means from the wood, the pulp, and then we add some solvent, and then there is some chemical reactions, and it is resulted of fibers. And we have also a co-product, which is sodium sulfate, which is used in different industries like glass industries, detergent industries. And we are implementing integrated production from the pulp to fiber located in Lenzing site. And our production is a very having high efficient recovery process of the chemical. And our model production also been awarded by Euro Eco Label, already meet and have the already achieved the excellent standard from Europe. And this is the fabric or the garment performance made of tensile modal fibers. First is having a good color retention, especially if you're choosing the modal fiber which already been colored. And since modal fiber is the softest fiber in the world, you will get a long-lasting softness in your product. And of course, the same as the lyocell performance, enhance breathability, contribute to performance because you feel comfort all day long and have a minimal static charge. So we are not stopping until there. We continue to also develop a different technology from for those two type of a fiber like a Refibra, Carbon Zero, and also Eco Color or Micro. Let's go through one by one about this technology. First, we will be talking about Refibra. We know that industries always operates in almost completely linear way. This is the behavior in industries like take, make, and waste, which is if we continue to implement this, it will be very impossible to sustainably meet the market demand. Because why? Because as of now, we have the figure that 85% of the total fiber input that already been used for the clothing, it is end up in the landfill or incinerated, which is amounted to 12% of total fiber as a loss during the production process. And it is equal to around 100 billion US dollar. So this is a very huge loss for the industry. So this is also one of the reasons we are creating this technology. So I've been talking about how the tensile lyocell fiber being produced. It is coming from the wood, and the wood chip goes to the pulp production, and from the pulp goes to the fiber production. But then what is Refibra? So Refibra is the technology where we use the cotton waste garment in the garment production. We take the cellulosic part inside the cotton scrap garment, and then we change that cellulosic part inside of the garment into a pulp. So this pulp we are combining with the virgin with the pulp from the virgin wood, and then after that after this is combined, we take this pulp into a lyocell closed loop production. So we are combining here, we utilize the waste that we always see in the production of cotton garment productions, and to be something have a value and to also contribute to the circular economy. That's why we creating this technology. So how about the content? Because this is combining the pulp. So how about the content of the Refibra fibers? So as of now, of one fiber of Refibra is having a 30% of recycled content from the pre-consumer cotton textile waste, which is means that unused garment, or it is still from the textile, from the garment manufacturer, pre-consumer cotton textile waste. But of course, we are not stopping there. We continue to increase, to raise the industry bar, and we are still ongoing process to develop our technology in order to have up to 50% recycled content from both post-consumer and also pre-consumer. So we are not stopping until 30%. We increase our technology to be able to produce post-consumer cotton textile waste. So this is our commitment and our contribution to the circular economy. Once again, so we are combining the pulp from the wood chips and the pulp from the cotton textile scrap. So this combination of the pulp, which is 30% having a composition of pulp from textile scrap, goes to the tensile lyocell fiber production and continue to the yarn manufacture, to the apparel garment, and back again. So how's the performance of the garment made of this Refibra fiber? Because we are adding 30% coming from the cotton textile scraps. So the performance of the garment made of tensile with Refibra technology, it will be the same as 100% tensile lyocell. You will not feel the stiffness, the harsh touch, hand feel of the fabric from cotton. You will get the same performance of gentle on skin, have a good drapiness, have a good strength of the fabric, enhanced breathability. So everything will be the same as 100% tensile lyocell. For the next technology, we would like to introduce you to the true carbon zero technology with the tensile. So during the G7 summit in France, there is one commitment release announced by French President to UN Fashion Pact about implementing SBT Science-Based Target Initiative on climate and also drive the corporate action to achieve net zero by 2050. And Lenzing is a part of this commitment together also with the UN Fashion Pact. Our commitment is also acting and supporting the UN SDG, Sustainable Development Goals in the climate action, affordable clean energy, responsible consumption and production, and also partnership for the goals. So before we explain about what approaches that we've been doing to answer this decarbonization issue, let's talk about from where the GHG emission come from. We have scope 1, the GHG coming from the side of manufacturing, transportation, and energy, as called scope 1, direct emissions. We also have indirect emissions as called scope 2, which is coming from purchased electricity, heat, steam, and cooling that used for our own production or manufacture. We also have a scope 3 for indirect emission, which is coming from the footprint of purchased goods, waste, travel, and raw materials. So from where the textile industry, from which scope textile industry contribute more the GHG emission? It is coming from the scope 3. We have the data from the SBT apparent footwear sector science-based target guidance, and they are showing that scope 3 is contributes strongly to the overall emissions of brands and retailers. Here the number you can see that 73% are coming from the footprint of purchased goods and services. So it is very important to know from where you have to reduce your emissions. So all the commitments and also the statement, the figure about the emission bring us to the journey of true carbon zero. So we develop a different approach, a 3-step approach within our company to develop tensile fiber with net zero footprint. First is reduce. Our priority is to continue for the reduction within internal and also external. For example, have a production, efficient production methods using renewable energy sources and embracing new technology. And we have commitment by 2030 that our production, 50% our production will be net zero emission, and by 2050, the whole production from Lenzing will be net zero. And we also do the engage, which is collaborate not only with the NGO or the brand or the consumer, but we also steer our industry to source material with low carbon footprint and reduce overall carbon emission, working together with the pulp production, raw material transport by adopted sourcing strategy. We also do offset globally with the natural capital partner to do the offsetting global project for unavoidable carbon emission. And the result of the internal and external reduction action to this verified carbon neutral product, we see that the number for the tensile lyocell of a carbon neutral product been reducing to 60%, and then after the offsetting global, it is verified as a zero carbon product. The same as modal, you can see the bar reducing 80% to 1.8 kilo of carbon emission per kilo of fiber. Then after the offsetting, it is verified then by natural capital partner as a carbon neutral product. So what the offsetting project that we do, this is like a solar water heating in India, which is reduced dependency on grid electricity, improved cook stuff in Bangladesh, and also landfill gas to energy in Thailand. So these are three the global offsetting project that we do together with the capital, natural capital partner. And if you have a garment product made of carbon zero tensile fiber, you will get the hang tag, the small hang tag like this, the additional hang tag. This is can be your tools to communicate to your consumer about your commitment while you're choosing this carbon zero tensile fiber. And we have a different variety of the fiber, which has already been categorized as carbon zero. And this product is verified also and certified by Natural Capital Partner. So then I will continue also with the moment with the tensile model. Moody, do you want to take over or you want me to continue for the presentation?
Yeah, sure. Then separately, you can answer some of the question in the chat.
Oh, ready. I don't see. Very, very excited. Okay.
Yeah. The brand new technology in fiber manufacture. This one is the modal with indigo technology. We just launched this fiber in the end of February this year, so it's just a few months ago. So this fiber is we call it a dope dye fiber, but with the specific technology, we patented the technology. So the fiber already colored with indigo pigment. So you will have a lot of efficiency and also reduction in the water consumptions, chemicals, electricity, water waste, and heat energy. Next, please. Yeah, in the short, what Ajeng informed before regarding the tensile brands, we have two fibers. First, about the tensile lyocell, we have some technology there, like a micro technology, refibra technology, with a lot of benefits, like a protecting region, sustainable production, etc. Then for the tensile modal fibers, we have some technology which is we know that modal is very soft fiber, that's why we put it eco-soft technology. We also have some eco-color technology, for example, like a modal color and also modal indigo technology. We also have a micro modal in our collections. Some benefits of the modal also already mentioned it here. Next, please. Then EcoVero. One of the questions asking about EcoVero here, why we choose EcoVero instead of viscose conventional. First, compared to viscose conventional, EcoVero is made of the raw material is coming from FSC or PFC. Then during the productions, EcoVero compared to regular viscose or conventional viscose, the emission of carbon dioxide is lower 50%. Then also the water impact also less than 50% than the conventional viscose. That's why we get the award of Euro Eco labels. And also, if you see in the Canopy Hot button, this NGO from Canada who assessing whole company man-made cellulosic in the world, Lenzing got the Green Shirt Award. Means that all of Lenzing plants are really eco-friendly and also sustainable. Next, please. Not only that, we have also the trademark already applied more than 180 countries. So no need to worry. Lenzing EcoVero is only coming from Lenzing. Then it's also recognized by especially like a big brands like mentioned in like H&M, Zara, Esprit, Target, Kmart also already using EcoVero as replacement of the regular viscose. Then this is the uniqueness of EcoVero, that we put a tracer inside the fibers. So although it's already on the garment stage, even already have a several washes. We Lenzing have a special identifications whether this is real Ecofero or not if you are sending the garment to us. And then the brand licensing services, all of Ecofero services will be the same like Tencel. After BD presentation, our marketing branding will talking about more brand licensings and also including the customer education, etc. So next, please. Yeah, about the key features of Lenzing Ecofero. First, the production of Ecofero compared to generic viscose, lower emission and also lower water impact 50%. And we have a supply chain transparency, which is the fibers have a traceability inside and certified eco-responsible. Also, we only taking from the sustainable wood and pulp sourcings. All of Lenzing fibers are also certified composable and biodegradable within 16 to 22 weeks. It is certified in marine, soil, water, even in the home and also industrial. So means if you have a garments made of Lenzing fibers, just if I mean you put it on the soil or you just in case you drop it in the sea, then it will be dissolved in a compost and biodegraded within 16 to 22 weeks. This is the video. So 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks. So it's only remain the part which is not made of lens paper, maybe like a button or saving thread, etc. This is our certifications. For the number 14, RCS is only for Revibra, while the others like FSC, FSC, Euroecolabel is all for all fibers. Yeah. Next is it is really mandatory to all of the brands and also supply chains to understand about the how important the fabric certification is. So when you are sourcing the the fabric made of Lenzing fibers, Tencel, Modal, Ecofero, please make sure you have the you get the fabric certification from the sourcing. Some of the requirement of the fabric certification about the blending. For example, minimum percentage content is 30% and not blend with our competitor fibers. For example, bamboo. Bamboo is actually in the market is viscose made of bamboo wood. It is not produced by Lenzing. So if you have a sourcing bamboo blending with Tencel, it will not be certified by Lenzing. This a sample of the Lenzing fabric certifications. So after this, you there's a number here, 8 or 11 numbers that will be needed for you to apply hang tag or apply licensings. So make sure when you are sourcing fabric, you already your source will sharing the fabric certification to you. So what are our activities? Although Lenzing is only producing fibers, our activities is beyond that. We are only selling fibers to spinning mills. Only then how it coming to customer level or to the brands or to the retailers? Me and Ajeng as a business development creating the supply chains and also do the development with them. So we collaborate with the spinning mills, knitting, weaving, dyeing mills, denim to create the fabrics, and then they are certifying the fabrics and including the garments. Then after this, you can source the fabric. After you create the articles and ready to launch, our marketing branding here, Tanya and Clara, will help you from the retailers and also to customer level to educate and so unit hang tag, etc. Yeah, this is our teams in Southeast Asia region. After this, I will let Clara and Tania to presenting about marketing and branding. Thank you.
Hi everyone. So, Pangudi, I will share my screen. Okay.
Right, we've got that. Thank you.
Tanya, we cannot hear your voice.
We can't seem to hear you, Tanya. Just hang fire, everyone. We'll get through these technical difficulties.
Hello.
Great, we've got you now. Yes.
Okay. Thank God. Okay. Sorry for the technical issue. I have like network issue. So yeah, let me explain like few things about marketing and branding. So start 3 years ago, we changed our strategy from B2B to C.
I'm sorry,
So
can I
even
just
though our
interrupt? We can't see
Yeah.
your presentation. We can't see the presentation.
Okay.
But
Thank you
that's
for
okay.
letting me
You
know.
can just keep talking, and maybe that's fine without the presentation.
Okay, let me reshare my screen. Okay, so sorry for that.
Great. Yeah, that looks like it'll work. Yeah.
Okay, so you can see it right now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so like I mentioned, we changed our strategy. So we are actively collaborating with brands, retailers, fashion school, a lot of parties, collaborating with so many people, designers, and everything since 3 years ago. So globally, we are active in participating in Fashion Week events, even though this is before the pandemic, and now we're concentrating more to online events. So from New York, Paris, Tokyo, Indonesia, we did a lot of events just to boost the name and educate the customers what is our fibers benefit and what is the value into like the environment and the earth. And also we keep continuing like co-branding activities with key international brands because we know that's how we can influence the market and how we educate the market also, like Victoria's Secret, Mango, they put our tag here, and also like some like explanations in customer way why it's like good for the environment. And here for Jockey, if you know the intimate brand, they also develop a material. This is a graphic from us, but they convert it into like EOSM in their stores just to educate the customers in easy way. So what's the process of the tensile model from the wood, and it's certified wood until the fibers. And we continuing collaborating again with key international brand. This is like from spring summer to 2021 with H&M in New York. So they starting to use a lot of our branding and educate the customers not only from the tech but also from social media and video. And other than that, from 2019 we have a collaboration with Guess for Tensile Refibra. So they highlight us in visual merchandising, which is in the stores, in the window. They explain like in easy way which which from wood pulp to fibers and to garment. And also they do like some activation in e-commerce and social media. And also here is like one of the example KOL event that we did in LA. So other than that, we also did before pandemic, we did like in October 2019. I don't know if you're familiar or not with this event, Raw Assembly. So it's like B2B event. We participated and we asked like our global VP marketing to speak, and with also like Kit X here, Kit Willow, and also like the Vogue editor in chief from a sustainability point of view to have a talk show and explain why you need to change your material into like more sustainable way. And we did like pretty successful event back then, and to show all the samples also to the market. And other than that, we celebrate also our partnership with some local players here. So in the event, Draw Assembly in Melbourne, it's in Deakin Hall. So we display all the like representative from each brand that made from Tansel and EcoVero. And other than that kind of thing, like event that we did, we also like try to push and do a lot of collaboration in terms of the store. This is one of the example in Indonesia. They use our graphic and they convert it also to other POSM like this. We have it available in our asset, so they can just use it as like claim to the customers, just to easy way how it's beneficial for the customer if they use product made from our fibers. And this is for the process, and also they use the hang tag over here, and also on the packaging they use our logo and claims. Other than that, we realized like pandemic change and shift our consumer behaviors into more digital. So we did like a lot of digital activation, ads, videos, like so many collaboration that focus online. And other than that, we also encourage brands and retailers because we know there is a lot of greenwashing, fake product that we need to fight. So that's why we have like a website where we have a section where to buy, because we know like customers actually start to see like where I can buy product made from Lenzing fibers. So we create this just to like give also a link to our brands and retailer partner page that display product that only use Tansel or EcoVero. And other than that, yearly more than 2 times normally we did a campaign. So this is one of the example that we did continuously Feel So Right campaign. This is about like feel so right for the environment and feel so right when you use it as a consumers. So we actually give a lot of support in terms like media buy, ads, videos, promoted session, and even like event. And also encourage the brands also implementing the POSM to educate the campaign. In Australia, we normally partnering with Vogue magazine. And this is one of the example that we did in Indonesia recently with CK Underwear for Feel So Right campaign. I'll play the video a bit. So this is one of the singer in Indonesia that we endorse to use Calvin Klein underwear made from Tensor Fibra. And it's got a good engagement and supporting the brands and also educating the customers. And this is also other fashion icon in Indonesia we support for use it. Okay. And also actively other segmentation other than ready to wear, we also like encourage brand and retailer like home textile. This is like one of the example, Akemi, a brand from Singapore and Malaysia. They did like a huge retailer gathering. So because mainly they put their product in a department store, so they put all the retailer to launch their new product to encourage to promote it in the department store. So also here our VP global marketing is flight to Singapore just to give a speech and talk in the event. And again, before pandemic, we did like a great fashion show that display like a lot of designers around the globe from US, Turkey, Indonesia, and India, also in Design Orchard. So we have a studio in Tansel, Singapore, which is located in Orchard Road, across of H&M and Victoria's Secret. If you ever visit Singapore, so it's like pretty prominent location to do like fashion show and also installation for the consumers. So this is one of the things that we can actually collaborate and consider in the future with brands and retailers. And also like we actively collaborating with brands in Australia like Target and Kmart, and they develop a lot of website and also newsletter for the customers educating what is Ecofero and what's the benefit. Other than brands, we also collaborating with fashion school. So this is one of the example we encourage and give actually the winners a scholarship to use our product. So this is one of the way we educate our customers. And this Zalora is one of the biggest e-commerce of fashion in Southeast Asia. So they launched the first sustainable collection made from Tencel. And this is one of the example how it looks like when we collaborating in social media. We can put our logo, and this is the brand and retailers digital asset, and we actually normally do cross promotional. We posted, tag, and mention each other, and also boost an ads for free for our brand partners. Other than that, this is one of the example how brands make the POSM in their stores. So there's a write-up about the collections and why using Tencel, and a bit like material here, just to give overview what is Tencel look like. And this is one of the example also of our digital activation with the baby brand that, as you know, like Tencel is very soft, especially for Tencel model like Pak Ngudi and Lenzing mentioned before. So we highlighted it's really good for the skin and for sensitive skin for baby especially. So this kind of activation we did also a lot in Indonesia especially. And other than that, we believe without the right education, we cannot deliver and boost and support the brand and retailers. So that's why we did a lot of retail staff education and offer to the brands and retailer if they need it. So we can just give overview what our fibers look like and what's the benefit and the details. And that's also applicable for other segmentation such as modest wear because it's very breathable. And also Tencel is available for high-end brands under Tencel Luxe. It's like a silky look like. So this is one of the example with the Gucci and Mara Hoffman. Also Tencel is available for footwear. So this is a brand from Indonesia, and this is Converse from Japan, and this one from New Zealand. You're already familiar about. And other than footwear, Tencel is also available for socks because it's very soft and breathable and really nice. And we have like the terms unfavorable bacterial growth, so it's pretty good for socks. And now over to my colleague Clara to explain about the branding service. Over to you, Clara.
Thank you, Tanya. So I will explain really fast since it's already running out of time. So in Lenzing, we have like the platform e-branding service for our customer. So what is e-branding service? It's a digital platform for customers so they can easily access our product and brand assets for like labeling, packaging, co-branding, and other marketing purposes. So in e-branding service, basically we have three basic platforms for our brand and retailer partner. So the first one is swing ticket and stickers. You can see like the example in the screen. It's like the hang tag that we provide with using our format, and then so the brand and retailer just apply within our platform, and we can send it free to you to the customer one hang tag, one products. And the second one is the product license. So product license is if like the brands wants to use their own hang tag, or they want to create their own packaging, their own sewing labels that using our logo and our branding. So they have to apply the product license and send us the artwork. So we just want to make sure that the brand using our brand in the right way. So after the approvals, the brands and retailers can start to produce this their own, for especially like the hang tags or like the care label or hang packaging. And also the third one is marketing license. Almost same like a product license, but the difference is marketing license for something creative that not attached with the product. So if the brands wants to use, like they create their own POSM, like Tanya already mentioned before, like for jockey stores, they want to create the POSM, they want to create like the creative design. So and also if the brands want to highlight our brand in social media or the website, so the brand can apply the marketing license. Next, Tanya. So this is the example, like if the brand wants to use our hang tag, so this is the way the brand can put our hang tag along with their own tags. So the customer knows that the products using our fibers. Thank you. Next, Tanya. Okay, so this is like the example for the product license. Like already mentioned before, if the brand wants to create their own design, this is the, you can see at the screen, the example for Mango, Zara, Sheridan, Academy, and French Connection. Or for Mango, they create their own hang tags. For Sheridan, they create their own care label. For the Academy, you can see their own design packaging. And also the French Connection is the example for Ecovero hang tags. Next. So you can see our collaboration, like all of our activity for our brand and retailer partners. You can see at the Instagram for @Tencel_Indonesia or at Facebook Tencel Australia. You can see like our activity and what can we support to our brand partners. And yeah, we are globally connected, basically for all over the world in social media accounts. Next. Yeah, so here's my short presentation. So if you have like any question, like if you have your brand interested in for applying register in e-branding service account, you can contact us, contact me or Tania, and we can guide you directly to how to apply the license, how to register the brands, and we will happy to assist you. Thank you.
Thank you, Clara. So I will stop sharing the screen, and if we can open like a question and answer.
Thank you. Thank you so much, team at Lenzing. We have gone a few minutes over time, so we will try and wrap up in the next 5 or 10 minutes, but I thought it would be a good opportunity if the team from Lenzing are able to stay on for another 5 or 10 minutes. I know that there are quite a few questions that people have, in particular about what is required from them to use the Lenzing swing tags or to claim that their products that they sell, whether that be materials or garments, are Lenzing certified. So I know that that will be one question, but if there are any other questions, please throw them in the chat and we will look to answer those in the next few minutes. So if someone can clarify just a little bit more about what's required from either textile suppliers or brands who want to sell Lenzing products. Thank you.
Okay, so maybe I will explain a bit like for the hang tag part. So if the brands and retailer wants to use the hang tag, first of all, they need to for sure get the fabric certification code from the suppliers. and then they need to register or on our e-branding service. So in our e-branding service, it's like Clara mentioned, it's a platform. It's like very easy. You just need to create an email account, something like an email account, and after you register back in, you can request the hang tag easily and input the fabric certification code, and we will deliver to your address, to the brands and retailer address. And for that also, they have like two types of account, which is like multi users account. If the brands is big, you know, they have like bigger team, it's preferable like multi-users account so they can share with some users. But if it's like small and only like one people that handling everything, they can register on a single user account actually. So that's a bit of intro. Like we can also give you the guideline for more detail, how step by step to register and how to apply it. But if they don't want to use our hang tag, they just want to have like their own design and integrate the trademark, they can apply, like Clara mentioned, as a product license. So that there will be three services. One is requesting our basic design hang tag. The second one, product license, if they want to use the trademark in their own hang tag or packaging or care label. Because like I think a lot of Australian brand or New Zealand, like they prefer to use product license because they don't need to have like too many papers just to integrate with their current packaging. And also like the third one, if they want to highlight it in social media, website, other things that not attached to the product, they can apply marketing license. I hope that's clear enough.
Thank you. That was clear enough for me. If that didn't cover enough information for anyone else, please throw that in the chat. There doesn't seem to be any further questions. Is there anything that anyone on the call would like to ask now? What I will say is that Lenzing are very happy to be contacted by individual businesses with requests for more information, or for suppliers, or for understanding more about the different end uses of their fibers and what types of materials they can be made into, and all the different technical properties. So I think that Nudie has given everybody his email address and a couple of others in their chat, but I will send that out after the webinar as well. And they will be very happy to, deal with individual requirements and either connect you directly with mills that might be able to help support your needs, or point you in the direction of fabric stores, which are fabric wholesalers who work with those mills and can therefore meet lower minimum order requirements. So yeah, any other questions from anybody? Okay. Well, thank you everybody, and thank you very much to Ajeng and Nudie and Tanya and Clara for a really good presentation and sharing everything about Lenzing with us today. It's been really informative, and we will look forward to further connecting with you down the line.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, Jessica, and everyone. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Have a nice day.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.